So, finally something new. I got an older truck. It's pretty cool. I hope you like it. My hair is different now. It grows fast. A lot of the footage is old. Not too old, but some time has passed. I've been busy. So, take it with a grain of salt. I look a little different in some of these clips. Yeah. So here's that truck in question. It is a 0347 5-speed NV 3500. So here I'm just loading it into my shop space. And right away I just had to start working on it. Here are the first photos when I first got it in. One of the first things I also checked after I had some time to mess with it some more, I went underneath the truck, and here I'm just pointing out the things that are on a truck that's like, expected for the exhaust, right? And it would have been good to know. They never told me, and I just found out the exhaust stops halfway. Now, after I got it in, I started to drain the tank to change out that fuel pump, and it was not a good time. It smelled really bad. There was so much gasoline in there. I got lazy and gave up, and I left quite a bit left in there. Woo. 10 gallons was in there. More than that, actually. That sucked. And in here, you don't need to worry about what I'm saying. I don't even remember this clip, but I guess I'm just showing you how dirty the bed was when I got it. After I got the fuel pump in, and it was time to let it run or attempt to, one of my brothers came by to check it out, and he got pretty excited about it. Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. So after that, I was left to myself to do some more diagnosing on the truck. The ignition ended up failing and getting swapped out, and I ended up replacing a bunch of different relays and all sorts of stuff. After that, I actually used my brain. I hooked up my scanner and saw the bar pressure for the fuel injectors was just crazy high, and I realized I forgot to change them out, and they were puffy and cracked down the middle, and I was just blown away by that because it's been a long time since I've seen that. And then here's the pre-install, and then just about when I was finished, pretty much done. And then after that, I just ran it again, and then now you get to hear me sound like a blithering idiot, just wicked excited to hear it run. Right after that, I just drove it right out. I just love the way it sounds. If you could hear it in person, it's just otherworldly. After that, I just took it down really short down the road to just rev it some more because I was being autistic and gave it a quick wash. Does not like that dirty gas. I was so hyped that I got that truck moving again. I just had to admire the achievement of my space being free and the truck moving. that and some time had passed, I did some body repair, some actually small rust holes in the roof before I changed the windshield. It sat in some like really far country place, and a bunch of leaves and dirt got really stuck behind that seal. And after that, I just did tons of body work on it. It's hard to tell. It's hard to know if you're not in the field. I mean, nothing against you if you're not, but it just had quite a bit of body work all over it. It's almost done. The bedside is really difficult right now. I think it's been repainted at some point by someone from using a enamel paint, because it's just insanely tough to sand smooth, even with rough grit. It's very strange. There's runs in the clear, and just tons of body work on it, getting ready for paint. I never mentioned it, but after I drove it for the first time, it had issues shifting, going in and out of gear. Really annoying. I was not made aware of that when I bought the thing. Not too big a deal, because obviously you see here I'm pulling it out, and I assumed it to be a bad throw-up bearing. There it is right there. Thankfully I was right on that, because you could hear it. It had the typical noise and everything like that. It came out in 3 separate pieces. The transmission on those is very heavy. I've done a lot of different transmissions, and this one by far was the heaviest one. I also replaced the clutch and the pressure plate just for good measure. There it is in the back of the motor, the original parts. I even checked the splines on the input shaft for the transmission. They were fine, thankfully. No bad or crazy marks. Pretty normal wear. I even checked the back of the flywheel, and they were good too. Or that part was good as well. Whatever. There's a new throw-up bearing. And of course, I didn't take a photo, but everything got, all the proper grease everywhere. It didn't go back together dry. And for fun, I even compared the new clutch and the old clutch. The old clutch didn't look that bad. It just felt nice to replace, might as well while I'm there. The only thing that sucked about doing it that day, I finished it late, and I came back in the morning, and that's when I did the next test drive. So, terrible news. After I drove it, half of the drive, it actually felt pretty good. First, second, third. The truck had way more power with the new clutch. It wanted to go right away. Didn't have to travel far at all as far as, letting off the clutch. It just wanted to move right away. You could feel the power difference. It was way quicker, way faster, All that was really obvious. It was so obvious, it was nice. Very nice to see the difference. And the drive went well, but only halfway. After, the shifting issue's still there. I went down the road, and then I was like, third to fourth and fifth time, and went to fourth okay, and then it struggled to come out of fourth, and then just for fifth, and I stopped there and I took it back home. So it was 50-50 that it was going to take care of the issue. I was just being, really optimistic. Also, I'm in a different setting from the first clip. I'm a dad, I have 3 kids, a bunch of stuff. I'm always doing a bunch of things. I'm working on 4 different vehicles. 2 obviously work. One of them's about to come back to life. The 4th one is the V8 Swap E30. That's a whole thing. I take like 30 minutes or more a day to edit this whole thing out. I hope you liked it. Next, this week, I'm going to pull the transmission back out and rebuild the thing. I already have the synchros. I just have to check if there's any other little oddities that I really need. I can't reuse whatsoever. Only because I want to get it done as quickly as possible without waiting on a huge batch of parts in the mail. I'm just dying to drive the thing and get the family car for my lady to ride. The truck's cool. I want to mess with it already. Still finishing the body work and get it painted. Trying to decide what color to do it in. But I hope you also liked the video. I edit and film everything on my phone. So I hope the audio clip, those snippets, aren't too terrible. I'll show you my phone here in a minute, but it's honestly astonishing for all the things that I'm able to do on my phone currently as it is. It's in really bad shape. It's been dropped, thrown, fell in the toilet from my kids being silly. It's gone in the tub. I can't believe it still functions as it does. I have to zoom out when I use the camera or it'll just act like it might as well be getting thrown in the sky. That's what the camera does when it's not zoomed out. It's falling apart, but I should get a new phone soon, so that's nice. This whole video, what I was trying to do and what I've been trying to do for a long while now is bone up my editing skills. So hopefully later and soon I'll have the proper things to make it sound a little better. And I screwed up on some of it, not filming it, wide landscape angle or whatnot, so you can tell some of the clips are I had to make do with what I had and what I did. A lot of these clips are over a stretch of time, a lengthy stretch of time. My hair color changed and all sorts of things. But yeah, so if it sounds a little clunky and the audio seems to dip here and there, I'm really sorry. Please forgive me. But yeah, it's been fun. Hopefully you guys get to see more happen with it. I'm really looking forward to that and a bunch of things. The E30 swap, the V8 swap. But yeah, take care. Have a good one. Enjoy. One last thing to note before I go. I hope I don't need speech therapy or something. So if I'm kind of hard to hear and understand, that's been a thing since I was a child. I don't know what it is. It really pisses me off. It doesn't help. My voice is fairly deep. And I found out that I actually have 6 teeth that are missing. I have extruded teeth, they call it, I believe, from when I was a child, and I lost teeth. Before the tooth could come up, the teeth on the sides just closed, and I have 6 adult teeth underneath my set of teeth. So I think missing some teeth and having a deeper toned voice that I probably have to pronounce more clearly in my speech. Otherwise, it's just kind of hard to hear, and sometimes people think I mumble. I really hate it, and one day I would love to have those teeth come back up, but anyways, I just have to put that out there because it bothers me. I don't like sounding like an idiot. I don't try to. It's just... Anyways, take care. Have a good one. Stay safe out there. Yeah, here it is. Just so you know, the phone is a piece of junk. Honestly, I don't know how I use it or that it even functions at all. It's terrible, but this is why the audio might be a little finicky. and clunky editing, because I do everything on this phone. It's just a disaster. I really need a new phone. I need different stuff. But yeah, it's a miracle. Take care, everybody. Have a good one.